Cooking with Debbie and friends. How to make popcorn. Action.
Action.
Okay. A great, wonderful, beautiful human being, a friend of ours, Susan Crandall, asked about popcorn. Now, I have been the popcorn master in my house forever, much like my barbecue skills. They are revered among all of the neighborhood. And so if you don't know, now you know. Okay, now I've got two methods of doing popcorn. I'm going to show you both. This is a newer one. This is a Whirley Pop. I'm going to get to this in a minute, but Susan was asking about the standard, try not to jerk it around too much, you'll make people dizzy. The standard old pot method. Okay, the first thing you do with this, a steel pot, you want to make sure that you get a nice heavy bottom pot. You know, you gotta love a heavy bottom.
Stop it.
Okay, this one is steel, and I'm just going to first talk about the differences between this pot and this one. This is aluminum, this is steel, and as you may remember from science class, aluminum has a much higher thermal conductivity than steel, which means this heats up really fast. So you don't want to preheat this one. You'll burn your popcorn, you'll burn your pot. This one, on the other hand, you do want to heat. Now I put 1 to 3 tablespoons of oil. I'm currently using canola oil. You can use vegetable oil, you can also use coconut oil, but I'm using canola oil, about 3.5 tablespoons of canola oil in here, and I'm just going to heat up 1 kernel. Okay, that 1 kernel, as soon as it pops, I've got 1/2 cup of kernels. Then I'm going to throw those into this, and you'll see this takes a little bit longer to heat because the pot is steel. Okay, so while that's going, on this one, you can put your 1/2 cup in here already.
Is there oil in there?
There is not yet. Good question. I'm going to go ahead and put, now I usually eyeball this, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to put 3 tablespoons, the recommended amount of oil into this. Now this lid snaps. While that's heating up, I also want to mention, I've got ready here my bowl, my popcorn bowls, and I've got the salt ready to go because you want to get that out of the pot as fast as possible. You don't want to run the risk of having this burn because burned popcorn is horrible and it makes the house smell horrible. So as this is getting hot, you know, again, it's steel. It's going to take longer. You've got to heat this one up. You don't want to throw all your kernels into a cold pot or cold oil here. This aluminum is going to heat up really fast. And so I put my oil and popcorn in here. I can do that in a minute. Okay, this is still just taking a while to heat up. Some of the differences while we're talking here, if you go to whirleypopshop.com, you can get one of these. This has got a nice wooden handle with a crank on here. And this crank, what it does is it stirs your popcorn. And it keeps that popcorn moving on the bottom of the pan. Whereas when this one finally warms up, there it goes, 1 pop. Now I'm going to open this, throw the rest in there. I don't have the luxury of having a handle on this side. So I'm going to move this, and you want to jostle it around so that the popcorn kernels move around in that hot oil. Okay, and the important thing again is to have your bowl ready so that when this thing is done popping, you pull it right off of the fire, get it out of the pan because it's going to be very hot. And you'll know this is done when you hear pop, 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 pop. You start to hear it slow down. As soon as you start to hear it slow down, get it off of that flame and get it out of this pot because you're going to end up with some burned kernels. My wife likes to call them old maids. Right?
No, those are the unpops.
Okay, I don't like those. I've had a competition going with myself for years where I try to get the least amount of unpopped kernels in there as possible. Okay, now you can start to smell the popcorn. Oh, that good popcorn smell, like when you walk into a theater and you smell it, you just go, oh, popcorn. Or Target. Right, so you're starting to get some pops.
But unlike the popcorn at Target in the movies, this doesn't have a ton of chemicals.
Yeah, well...
Or the microwave popcorn.
Yeah, the microwave popcorn and all that. Well, they put preservatives and they put a lot of other stuff on there. Flavacol, which is ingredients. Now, WhirleyPopShop.com has some salts and some add-on stuff that you can add to your popcorn. But it's important to note that popcorn is a wonderful source of fiber, minerals, and vitamins for your body. It's a very healthful snack for you to have. So I'm just going to listen. Kind of listening for that. Okay, it's slowing down. So I'm taking it off, and I'm just going to throw this right in. You're going to get some of those rogue kernels to pop out. There we go. Okay, now the reason I have this ready to go is because I like to put salt. Not your most healthful choice, right, when you're doing it, but it makes it taste amazing, better. Now I'm just going to fold this, kind of move it around, get that salt in there a little bit more. This is going to, smells wonderful. And I feel like I can hear it. You can see a lot of kernels in there that weren't popped. Okay, I've failed you.
No, those are my favorites.
I failed you as an audience. Okay, let's get a little taste. So good.
I missed you kissing your hands. Do it again.
So good.
Let me see you kiss your hands again.
I got to try it again. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God, this is good. Okay, so in this one, I've got half a cup of popcorn, and I've got 3 tablespoons of oil. Again, this is the recommendation from WhirleyPop.com. Now, this particular Whirley Pop, if you want to order it from them, costs you about 25 bucks. It's worth it in spades because this pot that I made stuff in here, we also use for soup and chili and other stuff, and popcorn doesn't come out. The taste or smell doesn't always come out of these pots. So having a designated pot really helps. And this one right here, we won as a white elephant gift. And we actually had to physically fight people not to take this from us. And as you can see,
that's the spirit of a Christmas party.
Who the winner was, right? We've got our Whirley Pop. Okay, now I'm moving this popcorn. You can already hear it starting to pop. So the difference of the time difference waiting for that to start pop. Now I'm also listening for it to reach that rumble and then start to slow down. But also you'll feel a little resistance on this gear here. And when you feel a lot of resistance, then you know it's done. Okay, it's starting to slow down, taken out, and I just pour it right into this pot. Now, if you use a little bit of extra, oil, it helps the extra healthy popcorn salt stick better. So, let's get it. It's crunchy, it's light, without too much salt. Yes, here, take some. Without too much salt, it's a very healthful snack that will give you fiber and vitamins and minerals that you need. Also, your house smells amazing, and who doesn't love some popcorn? Now, we've got a lot of extra. You could put this into a Tupperware and take it to your daughter who doesn't live with you anymore as a little gift. Or you can save it for later, or you can just enjoy it right now with the whole Harry Potter series like I forced my wife to watch this past week.
It was wonderful.
If you haven't seen any of them, we're going to the Hobbit series next, the Lord of the Rings, and then the Hobbit series. So,
what do you say to Susan?
Susan, we love you. We love your husband, your kids, Dan, and the boys. Oh my God, they must be so huge by now. And by that I mean in personality and in loving spirit. You guys are an amazing family. We love you so much, and we hope that you enjoy your popcorn together tonight as a family. Love you guys. Cooking with Debbie.